Welcome, friends. First of all, wishing you all a very happy Gudi Padwa. In other parts of the country, happy Ugadi and various other festivals. Such a wonderful day for all of us. Today, we are starting with an absolutely brand new series. Sports Indie presents the world of sports. I think, if I may say, sports is one of the finest activities which actually helps you not only be physically fit but mentally fit, and that's the reason why we have come up with this particular series where every week we will be talking to experts in sports, athletes, people working around it, industry specialists, and we will try and understand कि हो क्या रहा है आज के खेल की दुनिया में, what's happening around, what are the athletes looking forward to, what are the people who want to get into the field of sports looking forward to. And that's the reason why we have come up with a very fantastic, beautiful, easy to use social platform that focuses on bringing sports enthusiasts together, bringing together unique thinking, a deep insight, and basic understanding of how people can engage in sports. So, community of sports lovers, and this is what Sports Indie, the World of Sports series, is all about. In this entire series, we will try and get the community of sports lovers together, stories, struggles, opportunities, successes, losses, defeats. We got to learn from them. If you have a special story to share with us, you can do that with us. We'll tell you how to do that. You can send it to us. We'll talk about it as we give details of our Facebook page and the YouTube channel. And guess what? With World of Sports, you or me or everyone may just inspire someone. That's the whole idea of the world of sports. So, without further ado, this is the inaugural program, and it's a great opportunity that I'd like to invite, first of all, the CEO and founder of Sports Indie, who's also the executive director of the Badwe Group, has won multiple awards. She's a successful businesswoman and has been working relentlessly in various fields, also has bagged the Best Woman Entrepreneur Award on multiple occasions. It's a great pleasure that we would like to welcome Supriya Badwe now on for this. Yes, Supriya Tai,
Good evening.
namaskar.
Good evening. Good evening. Namaskar. Namaskar.
Yes, Supriya Tai, first of all, wish you a very happy Gudi Padwa. And this is absolutely amazing. I mean, how are you feeling with just the inaugural session of the world of sports?
Yeah, it's an amazing moment. And first of all, I wish you and all our sports lover today who have joined our program a very happy Gudi Padwa, Ugadi, and the festival which is celebrated across the country by various name. And it's a new year, and on this new year, we are bringing all sports lover together on this world of sports platform. It's amazing and very nice moment for me. It's a great pleasure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned celebration, you mentioned festival, I think this
Yes.
is now the beginning of the festival of sports, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Well
So,
said.
before we, invite our guest for the evening and one of another member of our sports indie family, I'd like to ask you one thing. Our listener, no, the viewers would like to know how does this whole concept of sports indie, the world of sports, come to you? I mean, what was your inspiration?
Yeah. So basically, I was athlete during my school days. But anyhow, because of many reasons, the more importance being given to academics in our country. So, though I am very much interested in sports, after all, I pursued academics, and then sports remain aside in my life. But one day I thought, no, this is not. I should do something for sports, and that's why Sports Indie has been started 3.5 years back. Sports for me is all about motivation, inspiration, bouncing back with resilience, adventure, happiness, and sportsman spirit. So these all characteristics attract sports lovers across generations. That and considering this wide spectrum, Sports Indie was formed as a one-stop hub for everything in sports. and that is how sports indie platform has been created. And then we brought in some, during covid we conducted few webinars, we brought some personalities, we just conducted some quiz for school children, and that's how we want to engage all sports lover in sports activity.
अमेजिंग एब्सोल्युटली यू मेंशन्ड वेरी समथिंग इंटरेस्टिंगली पहले ऐसा कहा जाता था कि पढ़ोगे लिखोगे तो बनोगे नवाब खेलोगे
Yeah.
कूदोगे तो बनोगे खराब बट नाउ दैट हैज चेंज पढ़ोगे लिखोगे
Yeah.
और खेलोगे तो आप नवाब और बेगम या रानी बनोगे.
Yes, 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 absolutely, yes.
Yes. So because we have spoken about the Queen, I think it's a great opportunity for us right now that we would like to invite one of the finest sportswomen that India has produced. She has done yeoman's service to one of the target sports, that's shooting. Arjuna Awardee. She has won the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. She's also the recipient of the Shiv Chhatrapati Award. Former world number one in the 10 meters air rifle, a World Cup winner, the ISSF Champions of Champions awardee, has represented India in 3 Olympics consecutively, and multiple record holder. And just to add to this a wonderful description or introduction, till date internationally she has won 31 gold medals, 23 silvers, and 7 bronze medals for India. It's a great pleasure. It's a great honor for all of us here at the World of Sports that we invite none other than Anjali Bhagwat, the ace Indian shooter. There she is. And Anjali, welcome on board.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Welcome, Anjali.
Hi, thank you, Supriya.
yes.
Hi.
First of all, wishing you a very, very happy Gudi Padwa.
Same to you. I'm wishing everyone a happy Gudi Padwa.
Yes, the smiles all around. We need one more smile out here. And Supriya, you curated this. You had the vision of this whole thing at Sports Indie. We have another family member of ours, Uttara Mone, finest media personalities that we have seen. More than 27 years of absolute experience in media, radio, television, लिहिण्यामध्ये. So she's a really multifaceted personality. Uttara, who is the curator of this whole series, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है.
स्वागत है. थैंक यू सो मच और आप सभी लोगों का भी स्वागत है.
बिल्कुल और आपको भी हम सभी की तरफ से गुड़ी पाड़वा की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं.
यस आप सभी को भी और अपने सारे दर्शकों को भी गुड़ी पड़वा की शुभकामनाएं.
Yes, so we have beautiful ladies out here. Anjali, what I would request you, because we are on a virtual meet with the lockdown and
Yeah.
everything and the distance, we would like you to officially announce the beginning of this series of Sports Indie Presents World of Sports. So, you could basically just announce it officially that
Yep.
we are on now.
So I'm very happy to announce officially here, I declare that World of Sports series presented by Sports Indie is officially on. And
Yeah, that's it.
congratulations, everybody.
क्लास.
तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले. ओ तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले. तुझ में जो चिंगारी है उस शोला आज बना ले. जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी, ओ जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी, साथ हमेशा स्पोर्ट्स इंडी. शान बढ़ा तू रहे अगाड़ी, जीत की भाषा स्पोर्ट्स इंडी. स्पोर्ट्स इंडी, स्पोर्ट्स इंडी, स्पोर्ट्स इंडी, स्पोर्ट्स इंडी, स्पोर्ट्स इंडी, स्पोर्ट्स इंडी, स्पोर्ट्स इंडी.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yes, sports की भाषा, sports indie. That is the most important message out here.
Right,
And आज के situation में शायद खेल ही कुछ ऐसी क्रिया है जो हमें थोड़ा बचा सकती है. So Anjali, Supriya told us about her vision. That she wanted to do something for sports, and that's how this whole thing came up. You started off in the late 80s and early 80s kind of thing. Did you ever think कि sports will become kind of a profession today like what we have right now? Ever thought that will happen?
Never, the conditions were so worst, everything was so unprofessional. In the world I started, nothing was available, right from the infrastructure to the equipments. And even I did not know when I started my game, I did not know that this event is played in the international games like, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games. I just continued it as my hobby, as I was a NCC cadet, and for the NCC purpose, I continued my training. And when I won national championship there, I saw few shooters pursuing this event for the international events. And then I came to know, yeah, such sport exists in this world. So the awareness was very low. There was no coverage in the media, because as we know, cricket is our religion. People follow cricket like crazily. So other events get shadowed by such a strong event. And individual events like, badminton, you call it snooker, or shooting, these are individual events. So people, the sponsors are really, step back from their field to, they are like little hesitating to invest on the individuals, because it's a team event, they get some goodwill. But in an individual event, they have some, I don't know, but some reservations. But then later on, like after my generation, it really took a positive turn in sport, because we paved that path, and people, the next generation followed it, and the next generation, inspired by few achievements of the past generation. And now slowly government started giving few facilities, and we started getting good coverage in the media. And now, like, it's one of the profession people are, raring to choose for. And the huge response which we get every day for events like shooting, badminton, or even carom, or sepak takraw, the new event, there's a huge response from the coming generation. Why? Because there's a generation gap in of the parents, because our parents did not know. We never had such priority for sports. We never had such importance. We didn't know about the importance of the sport. But now today's generation of the parents are, they are highly educated. They're from the income, their earning
Yeah.
source is high, so they are ready to invest. And of course, the only child, or very limited children, they are ready to spend on, and they want their children to do some other activity apart from education. Rather, we have good scope to pursue it professionally, and good jobs are available, good sponsors are available, good NGOs who adopt our cream of the nation athletes, to facilitate them, to help them to achieve their goals. So the whole scenario has changed, which we never dreamed of. I mean, we had no idea that such thing can happen in India, but we are on the right track now.
अमेजिंग अमेजिंग एंड आपके स्ट्रगल्स ने आज के जनरेशन को शायद वो रास्ता दिखा दिया है that they can actually do it. But a question for both of you now, because you mentioned about education, Anjali, Supriyatai, you also spoke about the importance of academics. Do you think that for an athlete, academics is also very important? Not that they need to be in the merit or something like that, but then they need to complete the proper education so that it becomes a good combination, helps them in sports, and then later on after the sports the time has gone. Do you think academics is also equally important? First Anjali and then Supriya.
Yes, absolutely. Academics is very, very important part of the sport, because it improves your IQ level. Because to perform, to deliver your best in the international event with the pressure, your reflexes, your talent, your tactics, strategies, everything matters to give your best performance. And to give that best performance, you have to have a sharp mind. And the education is the best way to get your mind engaged in some other activity. It keeps you on your toes, because if you spend few hours studying, that push is there, that I have already spent 4 hours or 5 hours for my studies. I have very limited time to pursue my sport, and you just rush to have your training and complete your training. So that push is there. Of course, there's a change in your mindset. If you are highly educated, your IQ level is very, very high. And I am a official educator by the International Olympic Committee of the dual career, because
Okay.
Yes, because and we organize many clinics for that. We organize many sessions for the uh, senior level, junior level, and upcoming sportsmen, because they should know, they must know the importance of the education or the dual career, because sports is very limited time period. The sports, if you pursue, you can pursue it say up to 30 years, 35 years, because you spend only 20 years of your lifespan in sport, and rest of the, if the average age we consider 75, then 45 years you have to do something rather than other than sports. So whenever we are into active sports, that's the right time to do homework about your dual career. So it is very necessary to have your education in any field. If you pursue arts, commerce, science, or whatever, whichever you like, but then you have to have confirmed dual career or the secondary priority career, which gives you confidence and little mental support, that even if you fail, because everybody cannot become champion, everybody cannot excel at the international level. Even a person who stands fourth in the Olympics is equally talented. He spends equal time and hard work and efforts in the preparation, but he just, there's a thin line between that with what that fourth person will do later on. If I am carrying gold, silver, bronze, what the fourth person has. But then that, to have that mental stability, confidence, and support, you must pursue education as a secondary priority.
Yeah. Subriyata, you agree with it?
Absolutely, I agree with it. And as Anjali mentioned, I find there is some uncertainty in the sports career. You say ups and downs, winning, losing. These are a regular part of your sports career, and in that, during those lows and downs, I feel you need some strength or maybe some more maturity to handle that lows, that lose in your life. And maybe I feel education can definitely help those to overcome those challenges in your life. And because we have seen that, like all players, big players, they have started their second career. Maybe few people, they are into food industry, some people are in restaurant industry. So means people looking at the all uncertainty during the sports career, you need something for your life to run. So I feel academics will definitely require, and maybe not necessary, you maybe you're not required to be engineer or something, like maybe any degree, but that always helps you to support your sports career. That is what I feel, really.
Amazing,
Yeah, I would
amazing.
like to
Actually, yeah.
mention here, Pankaj, because
Uh-huh.
as Supriya mentioned, there's an uncertainty. I totally agree with this correct sentence. But then I have few examples as a committee member of IOC. So many eminent athletes who have won Olympic medals went into depression after the Olympics. They
Oh,
have, in their hand two multiple medals, in their Olympic medals, Asian medals, World Championship medals. But then when they decide to quit, when they decide to stop their sports career, there's a void, because they are boss of the sports field. They are like, they are considered to be a god, a boss of that field. But
yes.
whenever the moment you change your field, you feel lost, you feel nowhere, and the out of the world outside is very for them it is very difficult to accept you as a champion.
Anjali, I would
So
say it's a
you,
big bad
as a
world outside.
yeah, if you, yeah, because after sports career, if I join corporate people will not accept me as a champion. They will look at me, yeah, Anjali Bhagwat, a champion rifle shooter. But what about the job which she is pursuing now? Have I full knowledge or experience with that? No. So there's a complete void in between until you totally accept or mentally that after this field, I'm going to see myself in at one place doing a job from 9 to 5 job, like a layman. So to prepare yourself after to handle your psychology or physically also after the sports career, it's very necessary to have a strong education or educational certificate to carry with you.
Yes. And Anjali, in the upcoming episodes, we are also, yeah. Supriya, you're saying something?
Just I want to
Yeah.
mention one thing. It is related to sports and yes, I agree with Anjali and Pankaj. I just want to share with you. Just looking at this experienced players across the country, Sports India has one aim that
Hmm.
how we can utilize this experience and the persons who have achieved something in sports field for skill enhancement of coming generation. So that is one of the aim of sports ND. So maybe in near future you will see some skill development program designed by sports ND, where we will just utilize such a great experience by of various players like Anjali in rifle shooting, and we will create a good skill development center as such. Our prime minister and government is totally support skill enhancement program, and why not we can utilize their experience for coming generations. And I feel this is this will be supported by sports lovers, so we are expecting something from society for such kind of activity.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in the upcoming episodes, as I said, we are going to basically discuss in detail about all these things. The education, the off-field opportunities in sports. Because Anjali, everyone is not a athlete. They play, but they would like to work in the sports field. So we're going to talk about that. But Anjali, today we have so many support staff, managers, this, that, data analysts, and stuff like that. Could you maybe regale our audience with some of the stories of struggle that how in your time you all had to do everything, right from preparing for the tournament to booking the tickets to going there, picking up your own luggage, your equipment, your rifle, cleaning it, then I can go. So you could give us some comic experiences, if not the bad ones.
Yeah, my whole journey is like, full of stories and experiences. Because when I started, people hardly knew about my event. Uh, there were very weird ideas. They used to carry, ये लड़की जाके like what we do
क्या
it
कर दिए?
hataka into movie shooting. So whereas our sport is so different, a lot of precision is required, and it's like still sports is very boring to watch, less for the spectators. We're not spectator friendly though, but now they have made it spectator friendly, including few rules and regulations in the finals. But when I started, it took 8 years to me to have my personal weapon,
Oh,
because yeah, nothing is indigenous in our sport. We have to import everything, right from the rifle to our cap, jacket to shoes, specs, everything. And there were no dealers in those days because nobody knew about my event, so I had to apply for my import license to get my rifle here, and it took 8 months to
oh
get that
my God.
license in my hand. And when I got my license in my hand, I got to know that particular model is already outdated in the market. So it was difficult to import, and then I had to amend my license. And I still remember for the first Olympics when I got selected, Sydney Olympics, when I went for the Sydney Olympics, I wanted to carry ammunition, my personal ammunition, because we are supposed to carry our personal selected ammunition. So selection was not the, I did not have that liberty, because whatever ammunition is dumped in the armory of the Sports Authority of India, I had to carry it. But I applied to carry it to Sydney. I had to have import license, carry license. So I applied to the GFT and I never got it. Till the last night I waited and I could not get it. So I went to Sydney Olympics without ammunition. And
Really?
I went, yes. And I went, and my coach was so frustrated. I mean, then before my match day, when I was practicing, I was just doing my holding practice without ammunition, and the rest
Oh,
of the world was, trying to shoot a good grouping, trying to get acclimatized with the range, and I was just keeping my position alive. And my coach then went to the few shops in Sydney. Few ammunition manufacturers had come for the for the advertisement there, and he told that my student from India does not have ammunition for tomorrow's match, and they were shocked. Wow, you are here for the Olympic match, you are not carrying ammunition. So they were more than happy to sponsor me, and they gave me ammunition. So whatever ammunition I had to shoot, because we generally use very very specific ammunition as
Yes.
per we change the brand or the velocity or the caliber of the ammunition as per the weather condition, light, everything matters. But I had no choice. But still, I was mentally very strong, so I could shoot well. I was the first Indian shooter to qualify for the finals in the Sydney Olympics. So there were I have many stories to share. Even when I won the champion of champions trophy, that's the best performance of my career, I would say. When I went for the competition, when I was the competition was in Munich, and my flight was via Frankfurt. And when I was emigrating from the Frankfurt, I came to know that I have lost my passport and my
Oh,
and our rifle and kit, everything is endorsed on the passport. Without passport, we cannot carry our weapon. And then I was like, what? I literally cried on the airport. But then somehow, my mentor, Mr. Vishmaraj Bam, he was IG in the police department. So he did all the arrangements through the consulate, Indian consulate to German consulate, and I could have my temporary passport in hand. And in all these arrangements, I lost my training period. I just went and shot with that whole pressure in my mind. But then it was good, and I was the first Indian shooter to win the champion of champions title. And after that, I was ranked world number 1. So we are very, very
amazing.
used to odds.
No, we want to change this. We want to get these struggles out so that people, youngsters get inspired by it, because as you said, youngsters are getting a lot of support, but they should also
Yes.
get a lot of support from these kind of stories, because all of us need to understand sports persons never lose; they always learn. They either win or they learn. I think
Yes.
that's what this whole world of sports series is all about. So, I mean, we have so many
Right.
stories, but I need to now also invite Uttara मोने into the conversation, क्योंकि हमें ये भी जानना है कि देखिए अंजलि हैं हमारे साथ, जो कि बता रही हैं
बिल्कुल
किस तरीके से एक खेल जीवन जाता है। सुप्रिया ताई का विजन है ये स्पोर्ट्स इंडी का। उत्तरा, यू हैव क्यूरेटेड ऑल दिस होल थिंग।
यस
ये जो सीरीज है हमारी चलने वाली है, ये आपने क्यूरेट की है। तो जब सुप्रिया ताई ने आपको बताया कि हमें ये कुछ ऐसा करना है, तो उसके बाद ये जो वर्ल्ड ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स सीरीज कैसे डिजाइन हुई, क्या बताएंगे आप?
बिल्कुल, ये तो कहना चाहूंगी, पर उसके पहले अंजलि को थैंक्स बोलना चाहूंगी कि काफी सारे सालों के बाद हम फिर से एक बार एक प्लेटफॉर्म पर आए हैं। तो अंजलि, थैंक्स अ लॉट कि आज के इस उद्घाटन समारोह पे इस नए शुरुआत के लिए अंजलि आपने हाँ कह दिया, तो बस उसका आनंद मेरे लिए ज्यादा अच्छा है। पहले तो सुप्रिया ताई को थैंक्स बोलना चाहूंगी कि स्पोर्ट्स इंडी की तरफ से वर्ल्ड ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स, ये एक नया दौर हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं। पहले कैसे हुआ करता था पंकज, की घरों को आंगन हुआ करता था
जी।
उसके बाद फिर घरों को कुछ मैदान, कुछ एक ग्राउंड्स हुआ करते थे। पर आजकल तो सोसाइटीज में जो भी बची कुची जगह है उसी में शायद बच्चों को खेलना पड़ता है। तो मुझे लगता है ये शहरों में हो रहा है, गाँव में नहीं हो रहा है। पर फिर भी ये सारे बात को मद्देनजर रखते हुए अब ऐसे लग रहा है कि सभी लोगों ने, सभी बच्चों ने स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्योंकि स्पोर्ट्स एक ऐसी बात है कि जो अपने व्यक्तित्व को पूरी तरह से सामने लाता है। और कहते हैं ना, खेलेगा इंडिया तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया। तो बस हमें खेलना है और इस खेल की तरफ ध्यान देना चाहिए। इसीलिए वर्ल्ड ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स की निर्मित जो हुई है वो आज से शुरू हो रही है, और हर शनिवार हम इस प्रोग्राम में मिलने जा रहे हैं। और स्पोर्ट्स इंडी ने एक इस तरह का इनिशिएटिव लिया है, तो मुझे लगता है सुप्रिया मैम आज गुड़ी पड़वा के शुभ अवसर पर एक नई शुरुआत, मुझे लगता है ये एक नया सीमोल्लंघन हम करने जा रहे हैं। और मुझे लगता है ये काफी हद तक अच्छी तरीके से लोगों के सामने आएगा। और
बिल्कुल।
खेल ऐसी बात है, जैसे अंजलि ने जिक्र किया कि क्रिकेट, लोगों को बस क्रिकेट खेलना है, तो क्रिकेट के अलावा भी हम सारे स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में इस प्रोग्राम में बात करने वाले हैं। जैसे सारे भारतीय खेल हैं, क्रिकेट है, फुटबॉल है, बैडमिंटन रहेगा, हॉकी रहेगी, टेनिस है, बास्केटबॉल है, आप कोई भी खेल का नाम लो, ये सारे खेलों के बारे में इस प्रोग्राम में जानकारी दी जाएगी। आपको अगर प्लेयर बनना है तो आपको ये प्रोग्राम देखना पड़ेगा। आपको अगर कोच बनना है, स्कोरर बनना है, अंपायर बनना है, या कोई भी स्पोर्ट्स के माध्यम से आपको अगर कोई जॉब लेनी है या कोई असाइनमेंट करनी है, इतनी ही बात नहीं तो हर एक खेल के लिए जो भी साधन लगते हैं, उस साधनों का अगर हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी करते हैं तो ये भी खेल से जुड़ा हुआ एक व्यवसाय हो सकता है। तो बस आपको इतना ही करना है कि वर्ल्ड ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़े रहना है।
बिल्कुल, और उसके लिए जुड़े रहने के लिए यू गॉट टू फॉलो अस ऑन फेसबुक on our page Sports Indie, that is SPORTSINDI. Also, you please follow us on Facebook on our page Miti Group, as well as our YouTube channel, that's the Miti Group Digital. But chalte Anjali, because you are in target sports, I do a bit of archery. Still when I tell people I shoot archery करता हूँ मैं, तो वो कहते हैं कि अच्छा आर्चरी करते हो क्या? So आर्चरी करता है, अच्छा हाँ, मैं बोला हाँ ठीक है। तो people are really funny and they also need to know more about it. And उत्तरा, आपने कहा कि सिर्फ बच्चों को ही क्यों, अंजलि और शुक्रिया, मुझे लगता है हमें हाँ मास्टर्स ग्रुप में भी हमको थोड़ा सा लोगों को encourage करना पड़ेगा, go and play out in the masters. Anjali, I think masters is also a very big circuit in sports across the world.
Yes, absolutely. We have many other events, other competitions, particularly organized for masters or veterans, you can say, a particular age group. And I feel there is no age bar in sport like archery, shooting, where more than physical stamina, your psychological fitness is required. If you need an example, I have one best example to give. We have one shooter, Ragnar Skanegger. He's from Slovakia. At the age of 73, he represented his country in the World Cup and he won gold medal there.
Wow!
So, unless and until it's your passion, if you dedicatedly work for your dream, you put your 100% effort, definitely at any age, at any given time, you can perform.
Amazing. And I think चलते चलते आपको कुछ एग्जांपल्स है, जैसे कि हमारी इंडियन सेलर है नेत्रा. शी इज अ सेकंड ईयर इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट. शी जस्ट क्वालिफाइड फॉर द सेलिंग कंपटीशन इन एट द टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स. That's one good thing. Also, the other story is a couple of our female wrestlers जो हैं, अंशु मलिक और सोनम मलिक, जो ताशकंद में लास्ट मोमेंट पे पहुंचते हैं, 2 घंटा सिर्फ सोते हैं, खेलते हैं, अपना 1-1.5 किलो वजन कम करते हैं और मैट पर जाकर बाउट जीतकर टोक्यो के लिए क्वालिफाई करते हैं. आई थिंक इंस्पिरेशनल स्टोरीज आर देयर ऑल अराउंड अस, एंड आई थिंक इस कोविड के टाइम में मुझे लगता है कि स्पोर्ट्स के इन इंस्पिरेशनल स्टोरीज को लेंगे तो शायद हमारा जो रिकवरी रेट है वो ज्यादा शायद अच्छा होगा. दैट्स व्हाट आई फील. बट अमेजिंग. सो आई मीन वी हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स टू टॉक अबाउट, और अपकमिंग एपिसोड्स में हम इसके बारे में बातचीत करते रहेंगे. अंजलि, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस, एंड
माय प्लेजर.
Not just officially inaugurating it, but regaling us with so many stories. Supriya Tai, thank you for your vision. We have taken a good start. It's just a takeoff, and we're going to go all ahead. And Uttara, fantastic curation by you. We hope to continue this good work. So thank you, ladies. Once again, wishing you a very, very happy Gudi Padwa. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Please keep playing, and of course, please keep on watching the world of sports with Sports Indie. Right? So this is Pankaj Athavale signing off. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up with you very soon in our next episode.
Every Saturday, 5 o'clock.
Right. Every Saturday, 5 p.m.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Sports Indie. तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले. ओ तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले. तुझ में जो चिंगारी है उस शोला आज बना ले. जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी, ओ जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी, साथ हमेशा स्पोर्ट्स इंडी. शान बढ़ा तू रहे अगाड़ी.